is a rainy day up here in the Kawartha Lakes. I'm just grabbing my rod from my car, and I'm going to be going for some panfish off the dock. Most of the panfish for the tournament have already been caught, so I think I need to get like a 10-inch rock bass. There's like a 9-inch bluegill on the board that I need to beat. Pumpkin seed isn't in the tournament yet, so I'm going to try to catch that, but I'm just going off the dock with some smaller jigs to see if I can get anything from there. So hopefully we have some success. So we're going to be using these power bait twister tails. They're the smallest lure I have on me right now, and they work really well. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm just going to pull out a small cannonball jig head. We'll go with this one, match it on this. Hopefully we'll get that'll be small enough for like some larger bluegill, pumpkin seed. Rock bass will definitely eat that. Maybe we'll catch a perch too. So that's what we're going for today. Polymer knot, only knot I know because I'm an idiot. Learned it as a kid. Easy knot to learn if you don't know a polymer knot. It's a very handy dandy knot. So if you've never tied a fishing knot before, polymer knot is very easy to learn with. I tied the knot on and then went up my line and realized that it was damaged up here, so I just pulled it off the rod, so I'm gonna have to do it again. Good thing the polymer knot's easy to tie, like I said. The rod I'm using is $25 rod. It's a Daiwa rod and reel combo. It's called the Shock, D-Shock, whatever. The cheapest rod you'll ever find. I really like it. I'd recommend it. I use it for small fish as the target species. I wouldn't use it if you're going musky fishing. I think I tied this wrong. But it's easy to tie. Right, now that we got it tied, I'm gonna take the twister tail, feed it onto the hook. Good enough for me. I'll readjust it later. We're out on the dock. There's lily pads that are sprouting out, so I'm gonna cast those to see if I can pull any of the sunfish or perch out of there. Wish me luck. Hit on the first cast. That was a bigger thump. No luck so far. We're gonna try off the other dock because it gets a bit deeper out there. There's some that we're biting, but they're all really small, so we'll see if we can get something else off the other dock for now. It's a lot more windy on this end, but I'll set you up and see how we do. Smallmouth, not what we're going for, out of season. All right, I was only fishing for about half an hour, but wasn't really getting any bites from the panfish. I'm gonna go out and get some worms. That might be easier, so stay tuned. Okay, let's get going here. So I've just got the bobber with a worm to suspend. Shouldn't take too long to catch something because the fish are pretty plentiful over here off the dock. See something, just bit it right away. Take it. Perfect. Barely had to set the hook, and we've already got our first perch. So the issue here is these perch are very slender. I don't think that these are gonna be worthy of measurement. Has to be 11 inches, and that's nowhere close. Throw that one back, not even gonna bother measuring it. We were just gonna have to weed through them, I think, because there's a lot of big fish, but there's also lots of little guys to weed through. They just gotta take it. Just take it. Boom. This one's a sunfish. Oh, it's a pumpkin seed, so it's gonna be the first pumpkin seed of the tournament. This is a tiny one. First sunny of the tournament. Not the first sunny of the tournament, this is the first pumpkin seed of the tournament. 5 3/4. Bye, buddy. All right. We've got our pumpkin seed. That is definitely not going to hold up. That was a tiny, tiny pumpkin seed. Look at another little baby one. This is a bluegill. I think the bluegill width has to be like 8 inches or something. That's probably like 3 inches maybe. Bye, buddy. Immediate. No, did it clean me off immediately? No, I brought it in further. There we go. Nice, this one's a larger pumpkin seed. This is, ouch, spiked me. That's like a 7 1/4, I'd say. For the pumpkin seed, that's a record. Okay, flop yourself into the water. We're going to my crutch.
Hey, yo!
It gets deeper off this dock over here, so I'm gonna try a few casts over here. There we go. Oh, big old rock bass. I think the rock bass that we're trying to break, I think is like 9 inches, 7 3/4. In you go. Nice. I think the fish were more active over here. Oh, the stupid bluegill just threw off my whole worm, and he just let himself off the hook. Darn it. Okay, try again. There we go. Ooh. Guys, this guy hit like a truck because it's a bass. A rock bass. Look at that guy. Maybe like 3 inches at most. Here we go. What is this one? Another bluegill, another tiny one. Keep weeding through them. Pumpkin seed? Pumpkin seed. So I figured out there's a lot of them that are just right down the middle, right there. Yeah. Oh, that's another good pumpkin seed. Ah, he's not gonna be that big. Well, I ended up tinkering around in the rain a bit longer than I was supposed to, and it started pouring, so I'm soaked now. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Okay, so day 2 on the hunt for the biggest sunfish of the tournament. The UV is high. Got my mom's Molson Canadian bucket hat on, the sunglasses on. Rocky's all fired up. Jesse's reading a book. We're gonna catch one today. Yeah, I've got all my gear here, and I'm gonna bring it to the dock with me because the wind isn't as high, so that when I get cleaned off, I don't have to walk all the way back to the boathouse just to grab some worms. Same setup as we did yesterday. They're sneaky. They clean you off a lot. So I'm just gonna put you down right here. There we go. Pumpkin seed to start. This guy's not gonna be that big. I might have caught this guy yesterday. I'm just gonna throw him on the tape. He'll be like 7 inches at most. That was a pretty generous 7 inches. Into the water he goes. And it's that simple. Just gotta weed through the small guys. I'll cast further, make it an interesting fight at least. Oh, immediately. Oh my goodness, my reel's falling apart. Another pumpkin seed, it looks like. Oh, that's a bluegill. I'm gonna pull this guy off, measure him, and then see what I actually have to beat, because I should probably know that before I, oh, or he can just go in. Bye, buddy. Let's get this out far. There's tiny perch following it. Tiny perch. Okay, let's try to cast out in this direction over here. There's more rocks in that area over there. There we go. Oh, no, missed it. All right, well, let's get this far out there. Nice. perch. Ooh, this is a bit of a bigger one. I don't think this is gonna be 12 inches though. This is probably more like 6 inches. We'll put them on the tape for reference. Okay, on the tape. It's 8 inches. Yeah, you're fine. Get in there. He's good. Okay, so I've decided that I'm gonna go out into deeper water. I'm gonna get in a kayak. Too hot out right now, so the bigger fish aren't really in the shallow. I'm only catching little guys. So I'm gonna go out into a bit of deeper water to see if I can pull some bigger one up and measure those guys. All right, off onto the adventure. All right. You know what I should have done is I should have put a worm on before I took off, because now I gotta do it here. It's really uncomfortable right here. That's okay. So we'll just bottom bounce and just drift with the worm. And we already got one. Little perch. Oh, into the net. It's crazy. Call me LeBron. Little perch. No way that's 12 inches. Revive properly. Alright, that's why I always practice proper catch and release techniques. Okay, so the fishing's been off. So in a last ditch effort, I'm just gonna cast a crankbait off the dock. The sun's setting right now. It's actually beautiful out right now. Switch it up from the worm, see if we can get a walleye just coming into the bay to feed. Unlikely, but I'm still gonna record it anyways, and we'll see what happens. The sun is setting quickly. I'm gonna throw on Reed Runner. That's what we're gonna throw. It's a deeper diving one, so it's gonna drag across the bottom. I'm gonna quickly tie this one on. There we go. Oh my goodness, what is it? Oh, it's a bass. We don't want these. Back to your home. See you in a couple of weeks. Feels like it's got a bit more weight on it. Woo! Fantastic.